had to use any number in between this range. So if I go to the command line of any one of the router, just for verification, just for example, let's say I'm on the router 2 command line, and when I say access list, it is going to clearly show me that if you want to write an extended ACL, you have to use the number in the range of 100 to 189. Okay, so let's say I'm using 125, some number, and then here you'll see the option of permit or deny. Whatever it is, let's say I want to deny, same like standard ACL. But again, here you can see the options here. You have an option of protocol. Now we need to define the protocol category. Now the protocol categories are like, by default here we'll be using a TCP/IP protocols, like we discussed in the basic networking TCP/IP protocol stack, which we'll be using for communication within your network or on the internet. And these TCP/IP protocols are categorized into multiple sub protocols, we can say. This is your main protocol or protocol stack or a group of protocols, and it is further classified into 3 categories. Like these are the 3 main categories I'm listing here: TCP, UDP, or ICMP. Now depending upon the service you are selecting, like let's say if I want to block HTTP traffic, now basically I want to define the web traffic, let's say. Now we need to know this web traffic comes under which category. So at the transport layer, basically they use either TCP or UDP or ICMP. We should know that. So this HTTP protocol uses TCP, not these 2. So which means I'm just listing few of the options here. Like there are some services like web access or the telnet remote access or FTP file transfer or SMTP for mail transfer. Okay, so mail applications, email applications. So basically they use TCP at the transport layer. So which means if my requirement is to deny or permit HTTP traffic, I must define the protocol category here as TCP here. So if my requirement is I want to deny or stop the DHCP traffic like DHCP, DNS, DFTP or SNMP traffics, now these protocols, they basically use a UDP category. So I have to define the protocol option here will be UDP. Or if you're using ping or trace options, so basically they come under ICMP. Ping messages are, they come under ICMP protocol like that. Even I have a separate table in the next slides here. So if I go to the command line and if I use question mark here, it is going to ask me the different protocol options. You can see TCP, UDP, IP, ICMP. These are the TCP protocols. Apart from that, you can also deny or permit OSPF traffic or EHRP traffic and some other traffics like ESP. These come under IPsec protocols, but these are used in time of VPNs generally. But these are the categories. Okay, so if you use question mark, these are the possible options you will see. And depending upon the iOS versions, you may see more than these options again. Again, in Packet Tracer, it shows few limited options here. Like here you can see there are some of the applications I have listed here in the table. And if I'm defining the statement, let's say here I'm using TCP, and we need to define the source address. So the source address, whatever you write, let's say I'm writing the source address as host some address, roughly I'm writing rough rule, and the destination address, let's say 2111. And then there is an option of equal to. I'll come to this operator option. And here you can see either we need to define the specific port number or the name of the service. Like here in this table, if you want to stop a specific TCP application or FTP applications, so we use these reserve port numbers. So these are the reserve port numbers which FTP uses normally. And if you're using any other port numbers, you need to specify those port numbers. Similar way, SSH uses port number 22, Telnet uses port number 23. Again, you can see they all use TCP at the transport layer. Now, similar way, there are some protocol categories here. You can see SMTP, not SMTP, DNS, DHCP. They use as UDP at the transport layer, and these are the respective port numbers. Again, HTTP uses port number 80, uses TCP protocol. Again, POP3 uses TCP on port number 110. SNMP, like these are the options you have. So you need to have some basic information on what will be the application used, because when you're writing the ACL statement, you need to know, basically, let's say you want to stop a specific service, you either need to know the port number it is running or the name of the application. okay, which is based on the IWS again, not according to your own methodology or according to the servers, how they recognize, how the routers will recognize. Just like an example, generally we say HTTP, but the IWS recognize this as www. So when we write in this format, not HTTP. But both are equal again. Okay, so you need to know the port numbers or for the specific service or the name of the specific. If you use question mark, you can find those options normally. Now the next thing, there's one more thing we need to add here. If you just go back to the syntax here, like here I'm writing the address, access list, any ACL number, anything in between 100 to 199, and then the protocol category like we discussed in the previous, and this is your source address and this is your destination address. Either you can write with wildcard mask. Wildcard mask we use if there is a range of addresses. And then if you use question mark here, there will be an option of operator. If you use question mark here, there is an operator here, equal to, greater than, less than, not equal to options. Now we call them as operators. Now these operators are used to match a specific port number. Like let's say in this example here, like I want to match a specific HTTP service which is equal to 80. No, generally we write how we write normally numerically, we say equal to 80. So I'm saying match the traffic which is equal to 80. So in case of iOS versions, we write this way. So we have something like EQ. Now EQ represents equal to, the equivalent of, symbol wise we write like this, but we don't have any symbols used in our iOS versions. So the equivalent of this symbol is going to be EQ. And this symbol not equal to, like I want to match, let's say I want to permit all the traffic except FTP, let's say. So we say permit all the traffic not equal to, let's say 21, which means it's going to permit all the traffic which is not equal to 21, means like opposite to equal to. If I say equal to 21 means it is going to permit only the FTP traffic, but when I say not equal to means it's going to permit all the remaining traffic except 21. So something like that if you want to write a specific. So we can also use a range of port numbers. Like I can say deny a specific traffic which are using a range, the port within the range of port numbers 1000 to 2000, let's say. Then I can write this way. I can say greater than or equal to greater than 1000. There's no equal to here, and less than 2000. Sorry, less than LT here. So less than 2000, which means it is going to match all the port numbers going in this range will be denied. So we'll be using operators. So operators are compulsory to use if you want to match any service. So it's a part of the syntax. So when you're writing the ACL statement, you must specify the operator if you want to match a specific service. If you just want to match all the services in that protocol, then no need. Like if I'm writing, let's say if I just simply say press enter here without operators, means it is going to match all the protocols by default, all the services inside the TCP protocol by default. Okay, so this is the syntax here. You can see this example is matching the port number 21 equal to port number 21 from this source going to this destination. Again, the protocol category is TCP here. Now here I got the table here. You can see in this table I have listed some of the well-known or used port numbers. So if you are using any of these services in your production network, like if you're using telnet, if you want to specify the telnet traffic should be denied or permitted, then we use port number 23. And of course 20, 21 used by FTP, 22 is used by SSH. And of course there will be keywords, like either you can write equal to 20, 21, okay, or we can just write, instead of writing equal to, we can simply say FTP data. So if you use question mark, you'll find this option. So either I can write this or this. So there are two options to write. Likewise, either you can specify the port number or you can specify the names. Like in our example, we'll be using this FTP. port number 21, or I'll use this name, and I'll be using domain. Domain is for DNS in my example, and DHCP I'm not using. So basically we'll be using this for HTTP traffic. So either I can write www or I can write port number 80. So both are correct. So it's up to you. So you can define any of these options. So these are the port numbers, and generally RTP protocol is used in the VoIP. They used voice and the video traffic. They use the port numbers in this range. So generally in some scenarios you want to match the voice traffic, like in the quality of service or other scenarios, we use this range of port numbers over there.